Projecting ADPs is a tough, tall order walking into 2023. But somebody's got to do it. Your boy Smitty's on the case.
Attention, attention. All off-season long, we will be projecting ADPs for players with questionable value now and going forward.
That's right. I'm going to be talking about player after player. What's their value right now? What's their value in 2023?
Redraft mode activated.
Redraft in 2023.
Dynasty mode activated.
We're doing it all because we do it all here at the Fantasy Football Show. The Fantasy Football Show little ADP series kicks off right now.
This is the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Take a lap.
Okay, this is going to be a little tricky as we navigate into the NFL playoffs because we have players that are still gaining or losing value walking into the playoffs. Yeah, we've got disappointment for players like Henry and players like Davante Adams and players that still have potential playoff ability, like Diggs. He could do well in the playoffs and kind of fix any kind of negativity we have toward the guy walking into 2023. If Diggs blows up in the playoffs and is a monster all playoff long, you're not going to be like, oh, he failed me in week 16. You're going to know, hey, he's balling in 2023. I'm drafting Diggs on my team. Josh Allen Diggs stack. So there will be some players that are kind of hard to talk about, with the playoffs continuing. But let's dig into a player that we know right from the jump right now is going to have questionable ADP moving into 2023. And we're going to hit it from a redraft mode.
Redraft mode activated.
Where are we ranking this bad boy walking into 2023? More importantly and more, I think, relevant right now is where will his ADP venture and linger to? Because D. Adams now has no Derek Carr. Derek Carr has been benched, and now we don't know what's in store for Adams in 2023 in terms of catching footballs. Could Aaron Rodgers find his way onto a Las Vegas Raiders squad? Could Tom Brady somehow migrate on over to Las Vegas and throw footballs to Davante Adams? Possible.
Smitty, there's no way.
I said it's possible, Bob. Anything's possible. So that will determine a lot. Like Adams' ADP and value could change like that with a quarterback movement. A big quarterback jumping over to Las Vegas would change everything. But right now, as things stand right now, walking into week number 17, Davante Adams has Jarrett Stidham throwing the football to him. Or not throwing the football to him, however you want to word it. Probably going to be similar to the Arizona Cardinal ratio of targets. Here's 10 targets, D. Hopkins. Okay, let me catch one of them for 5 yards. We don't know what's in store for Adams in week number 17, in week number 18. But the thinking is in the industry, the verbiage being used by Schefter, Rappaport, big name analysts and reporters are saying things like,
Derek Carr has played his last snap in silver and black.
And I agree with that. I agree that he's played his last snap in silver and black. ADP. So looking at an ADP board, a mock draft board, where can we put him in 2023 if we're projecting ADP value? Look, if we knew Carr was in Las Vegas next year, we'd at least know Adams is capable of multiple touchdown games, some up and down erratic play because of Carr, but possibilities for double-digit touchdown performances, good yardage. I mean, Carr is going to throw it regardless of how many mistakes he makes, and Adams is going to deliver at least every other game. That's the kind of feel. That would give us a 6 to 12 ADP ranking for Adams with Derek Carr. Without Derek Carr, with the ambiguity and the unknown about who's throwing the football to Davante Adams in 2023, that drops him into round 2. Will his ADP be 2.1? Will it be 2.4? Will it be 2.12? Could it be 3.1? I venture to say he settles in round 2. I don't think he falls to round 3. I don't think he stays in round 1. I think it could be anywhere in this territory. And again, Bob, I understand if a quarterback moves over to Las Vegas, let's say Aaron Rodgers or Tom Brady, this could vault Adams back into at least the bottom of round 1. Easily he becomes a first round player again for 2023. Not talking dynasty. We're currently still in redraft mode.
Redraft mode activated.
He is a first round pick in redraft with Brady or Rodgers or big name quarterback gunslinging the football in Las Vegas in 2023. Until then, he's a second round player.
Dynasty mode activated.
Yeah. As for Dynasty, this guy's an older wide receiver. He's no spring chicken. Adams is 30 years old. He just turned 30 on Christmas Eve. Mashed potatoes! But that doesn't change the fact that he's 30 years old as a wide receiver. Guess what? 31 turning 32 is your final year, your final destination for an elite wide receiver. Could you do it at 32 going into 33? Maybe. There will be wide receivers that can flirt with that territory on rare occasion, but you are not going to be Davante Adams good, first round wide receiver good at 32 years old. You could be if you were 31. You for sure can be for one more year, and then maybe that could be year at 30. So at 30, he definitely has a shot at being elite for one more year, and then a potential shot being elite in his 31-year season, being 31 years old. So at most, he has 2 years left in ideal conditions. He's not in ideal conditions. He can't wait on the development of a young quarterback. It is literally a big-name quarterback or bust for Adams in terms of first round type wide receiver value. In Dynasty, it might be time to explore trading him away. The problem will be, who's going to buy him right now? Maybe there will be an ambulance chaser out there, somebody that wants a bargain that's still willing to kind of overpay. So explore the idea of trying to see what you can get. Maybe you can get a Christian Watson right now who's down on his luck. Maybe get a Garrett Wilson who looks a little bit less attractive at this current moment in time right now before Mike White returns him back to wide receiver one potential. These are the things you got to think about before players bounce back. You're buying low Christian Watson, Garrett Wilson before they bounce back. People forget how good Garrett Wilson is with Mike White under center. They're about to see and get reminded of it. These are the things you need to do preemptively instead of sitting on your hands and walking into these weeks where opportunities there in Dynasty, but you're sitting there waiting for next season. Get on the ball. Make some trades. Dynasty ADP, who knows where his Dynasty ADP is going to be? I don't know if it would be in the third round. It might be. We'll find out doing some early Dynasty mock drafts, but I can't imagine right now not knowing the quarterback situation. Again, it would change if A-Rod or Brady or some big-name quarterback was traded into Las Vegas, but right now I can't imagine people wanting to select Adams over a handful of players that probably amount to easily 24 players over Adams walking into Dynasty mode. That is all for today. You are dismissed. Please get on over to thefantasyfootballshow.com and get your year-round rankings, bold predictions, one-on-one text advice. And get on over to Underdog Fantasy. Link is in the description. They will match dollar for dollar up to $100 on your first deposit. That means you drop 50, they'll give you 50 if it's a new account and you're new to Underdog. If you drop 100, they'll give you 100. Go play. Go play these Underdog mitten drafts, $5 playoff drafts where you're drafting a playoff team and you're taking that entire team through the entire playoffs. The strategy involved is absolutely mind-blowing. Do you take a team full of wild card guys first because you need to get through round one, the wild card weekend? Or do you start stocking up on guys that have a bye like Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, and then come back and get your wild card guys taken care of? But you have to have players at every round to try and advance this one team that never changes. You keep it the entire way through. Their mitten drafts, amazing. $5 per draft. They're real leagues. Go draft now. I did like 7 of them last night in the middle of the night before I went to bed. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do 7 mitten drafts right now, and I'm doing it live. I loved every single one of them. They all feel like winners to me. Go do mitten drafts right now. Underdog Fantasy, promo code Smitty. Match up to $100 in your first deposit. Don't forget, I'm live Monday through Friday. Every single Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I'm live whenever news breaks. And I do videos like this one all the time. Regular uploads. I'm live Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at midnight Eastern. I'm always live. When am I not live? Now get out of here.
This is the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.